The gentle morning light spills onto the beach, and the waves softly lap at the shore, making everything appear peaceful and beautiful. A little crab, hang hang, scuttles sideways on the beach, searching for the treasure that suits it best. The sand is perfect for digging a new home today, Hang Hang said excitedly, waving his pincers. A hermit crab poked its head out of its burrow, curiously watching the busy Hang Hang. Hang Hang, why do you always dig so many holes? The hermit crab asked, puzzled. This is my special tactic, Hang Hang stopped and answered proudly, as if he had it all figured out. The sunlight shines on the beach, illuminating Hang Hang's small figure and his big dreams. The sea breeze gently blows, bringing the scent of the sea and new hope. The hermit crab slowly crawled out of its burrow, curiously watching Hang Hang's special tactics. Hang Hang continued to wave his pincers, digging tirelessly, as if he wanted to dig out a kingdom of his own. The waves gently lap against the shore, witnessing Hang Hang's efforts and foreshadowing a new beginning. Under the sunshine, the story of Hang Hang and the hermit crab has just begun. Hang Hang was meticulously digging in the sand under the sunlight, searching for something. This is fake. That is also fake, he muttered to himself, dissatisfied with every place he found. A real home needs to be deep enough and have a hidden entrance. Other little crabs curiously gathered around. Hang Hang, why are you being so careful? The seagulls have been circling lately. We need to be prepared, Hang Hang replied seriously. The cries of seagulls came from afar, and a Trivojna atmosphere spread across the beach. Note: Trivojna is left as is, since it's not in English and seems to be intentionally included. Hang Hang sped up his digging, the sand flying between his crab claws. The little crabs also became nervous, looking around and watching the sky warily. The shadow of the seagull swept across the beach, and a sense of crisis enveloped the entire small home. Hang Hang worked hard to dig a deep cave, hoping to provide a safe haven for his companions. The cries of the seagulls grew closer, and the little crabs' hearts rose to their throats. Hang Hang finished the final excavation and beckoned his companions to hide in the cave. Seagulls swept across, their shadows cast on the empty beach, lonely and free. Quick, hide! Watch my performance! Hang Hang's voice echoed in the sea breeze with a hint of cunning. Ha! I must catch you today. The seagull's voice was childish as it circled in the sky. Unless you're good enough! Hang Hang poked his head out, issuing a challenge to the sky, his eyes full of confidence. Seagulls flap their wings and fly high, drawing a beautiful arc in the sunlight, chasing closely. Hang Hang sprinted on the beach, leaving a string of deep footprints behind him, his figure as swift as the wind. The seagulls were in hot pursuit, their wings flapping faster and faster, emitting sharp cries. Hang Hang made a sharp turn, hid behind a reef, held his breath, and listened to the seagulls' movements. Seagulls circled in the air, their sharp eyes scanning every corner of the beach, searching for Hang Hang's dozy. Hang Hang peeked out from behind the reef, watching the departing seagulls, a triumphant smile on his face. The seagull swoops down again, its target aimed directly at the reef. A new chase about to begin. Sunlight streamed down, the golden beach shimmering in the sunlight. Seagulls swooping down, heading straight for a deep cave on the beach. The seagull chirped excitedly. Got you! A childish voice came from the depths of the cave, with a hint of playfulness. Are you sure? The seagull missed its target and cried out in annoyance. How is this possible? The childish voice rang out again, with a hint of slyness. Left? Right? Or the middle? Only if you guess right can you catch me. The sunlight shines on the beach, and the fine sand dances gently in the breeze. Seagulls circled in the air, their sharp eyes fixed on every corner of the cave. Hang Hang's voice echoed in the cave, full of childlike innocence and fun. The seagull swoops down again. Will it be able to catch Hang Hang this time? The wind gently blows across the beach, leaving shallow traces. The seagull stood panting and wearily on the beach. These holes, which one is the real one? The seagull's voice carried a hint of despair. Hang Hang's voice rang out in the sea breeze, carrying a hint of comfort and encouragement. Finding a real home isn't that easy. The seagull's eyes flashed with a glint of light upon hearing this. You are too smart. The seagull regained its spirit and began searching for its true home. The sunlight shines on the sea. The waves sparkle, illuminating the direction of the seagull's journey. Hang Hang stood on the beach, watching the seagulls fly away, silently offering blessings in his heart. The sea breeze gently caresses, stirring Hang Hang's hair and also dispelling the sorrow of parting. The golden light of the setting sun gently covers the entire beach, warm and serene. Other little crabs cautiously poke their heads out of the sandholes, peering around curiously. That's wonderful, Henry. So that's why you dug so many holes. Sometimes, the best defense is ensuring the enemy can't find the truth. Clever Henry protected himself with a clever plan and taught everyone the importance of wisdom. The sunset gradually sinks into the sea, painting the sky with a layer of gorgeous color. The sea breeze gently blows, and the footprints on the beach are gradually submerged by the sea. Everything returns to calm. As night falls, only the sound of the waves still echoes in my ears, telling the story of the sea. The story of Hang Hang has also become an eternal legend in the hearts of the little crabs.